last too long.
No, that was a good performance by Candale. He was able to impose his will, get the takedown, and then get a nice strong finish with ground and pound. Once he had him on the ground, the differences in the level of jiu-jitsu skill and control were very good.
Yeah, you could tell once he got him down, he was able to keep him exactly where he wanted him. So,
and even when he was making space to allow Cameron to try to stand up, he was punishing him for trying to stand. It was beautiful work.
And you know, we've got some absolutely dangerous-looking men in this one. This is a professional boxing bout. We saw Billy Poe compete last in Huntington, West Virginia, and he looked fantastic, absolutely fantastic. This guy has been around the game a long time. He's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. He's been to Thailand training Muay Thai, like he's a student of the game. And now he's competing in boxing, but we see his opponent here. Mr. Conley is an absolute powerhouse. He's a stronghold. That's one of the most appropriate nicknames for any man I've ever seen. Brandon the Stronghold Conley.
Yeah, I saw that guy walking around earlier, and I was like, I feel bad for whoever's having to fight that guy.
Well, it's Billy Poe, and we're going to see him here. This is actually one of the most highly anticipated fights of the night for me. I know both these guys have a ton of experience, and we're going to see some high-level boxing. I think we're going to see power versus finesse and speed. Billy Poe's a guy who can stay on his bike. He's got quick hands, and I have a feeling that Brandon Stronghold Conley is a powerhouse.
Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who's going to be trying to get inside, land those overhands and hooks, use good straight punches to get in, but it'll be interesting to see. See a little bit of a height differential here, but I'm excited to watch this. Both of these gentlemen have the calm and professional demeanor of somebody who's been in competition many times. There's no nerves happening here. If they are, they're well buried underneath of the mask.
Exactly. They're wearing it well if there's any nerves.
You see Billy Poe in his Muay Thai shorts, showcasing that Muay Thai background that he has.
I believe he even has a Thai tattoo on his left shoulder.
I know just from creeping on him on Facebook that he has been to Thailand. That's why, that's how I do most of my research. I'm just a creep.
Very high-level training in Thailand. I've gotten a chance to train there for a couple weeks myself.
Here at New Line Cagefighting 21 here in Lexington, Kentucky. We are going to get back to the action. This will be a professional heavyweight boxing match, 196 pounds plus, 4 rounds, 3 minutes. We have boxing out of the blue corner, making his professional debut, representing Conley Power Shack out of Chillicothe, Ohio, Brandon Stronghold Conley. His opponent, boxing out of the red corner, representing 4 Seasons MMA out of Lexington, Kentucky, representing Tartarus MMA out of Ashland, Kentucky, Billy Poe.
Huge reception for Billy Poe here in this Lexington crowd.
Tartarus MMA's got a lot of people in the house, you can tell.
Yeah. And here we go.
Billy takes the center of the cage very quickly. And Brandon Conley's content to sit back and counter. Big left hook.
Step in with that left foot and left hook.
That was nice from Brandon Conley. Very explosive man. And there's another big left hook.
With these big fellas, I feel like the first guy to get caught slipping here is going to get hurt.
Playing a little bit of that cross guard style, George Foreman. I love that style.
Good left hook from Billy Poe there.
Yeah, Poe's doing a good job using those straight punches to try to get through that guard.
Conley has unique head movement, too.
Yeah, and you see him. I've seen him. He's using that rear hand to parry and then throwing it up into the cross guard. Cross guard, very Archie Moore, George Foreman style. Uses it to set up that left hook very well. You see him blowing his nose.
I'm not gonna lie, after watching somebody blow their nose in a fight and seeing their eye swell shut, it's always scared the hell out of me.
This is one of those Bull versus the Matador performances.
It really
you see
is.
Billy Poe looking to stay on his bike circle, and Conley's looking to hunt him.
Woo! The speed on that.
He's got some power. Good slip there from Conley.
That's what you see. You see a volume puncher versus a power puncher in this fight.
Very content to use that cross guard, get his head low, try to catch those punches on his elbows. Oh, and a nice left hook.
Big left hook.
And you can hear the power behind his shots.
Brandon Conley's just walking. Telling him, come on.
But Poe's very defensively sound, and Poe's landed some clean shots of his own. Nice jab.
Conley's style is very, very interesting.
Yeah,
Beautiful uppercut,
combo.
left hook from Billy Poe.
Billy Poe, the nice combo there. Conley eating some shots. But he's coming back a little bit
right
now.
from Billy Poe.
Right from Poe finds the home.
Billy Poe with some combos, and then a big shot from Conley.
They traded there.
This
is high-level boxing.
Absolutely.
Nice slip to the outside and jab from Conley there.
Brandon Conley just throwing his hands down and walking straight forward towards Billy Poe.
Left hook to the body, right hand.
That's a nice right
That hurt him.
He is hurt.
That caught him behind the ear, and I saw his legs.
Big shots from Brandon Conley.
Conley knows
and the
it
right
too.
uppercut finds the home in the trade.
Clubbing right hands. Poe's got to get out of there.
Poe's got to get his respect back.
He's wobbling. Poe's wobbling. And it's lucky that the round ended there. He's got time to get his wits together, and he puts his hands up.
What a fight we got here.
This was a nice, close, contested first round until that last kind of 30 seconds where you see Conley starting to land some big shots. But before that, Poe was able to put him on the back foot.
It was a big clubbing right hand that caught him behind the ear. And those are the shots that take your equilibrium.
And then he ate two big uppercuts right after that.
He hung tough, though. Like, it was very good defensive work from him. Just hanging tough, surviving that round.
And the question going into a fight like this is always, how is the shorter man going to get inside of the tall man? And he's doing a very good job of playing that low cross guard, almost a little bit Dwight Muhammad Qawi style, and then using that to set up that big overhand right and left hook.
It's beautiful work from Conley, and it's an unorthodox style. You don't see a lot of people using it these days. And I think Billy Poe's having a tough time dealing with it because he's coming in at strange angles.
Exactly. And you're throwing a lot of shots at him that normally would be catching side of the head, temple, and you're getting elbows. And it takes a long time to get used to dealing with that kind of cross guard. You don't see it very much anymore.
And as this round starts, I just want to say incredible work on the mic from Colin Caprini.
I'm trying.
You're a hell of a commentator, my friend.
I agree.
As my joints continue to fall apart, this might have to be more involvement and less grappling.
I may or may not have just walked over to Keith knowing, like, we need Colin back more.
Oh, we see Poe doing a good job using that left uppercut. That's probably one of the adjustments he'll try to make. That's the classic answer to the cross guard, is to try to throw an uppercut up the center, but it's going to be very difficult on a shorter opponent who's putting his forehead in your chest.
It's strange. That cross guard reminds me of that. It's an old self-defense jiu-jitsu technique. My coach called it the Batman.
Yeah, or the crazy monkey. Yeah.
You just cover up.
Yeah, it's very good.
Drive that elbow to the solar plexus, and then you're in range. You can either wrap them up, or as Conley's doing, he's landed beautiful counters.
Yeah, and if you watch, people use it in different ways. Like Foreman used it to get in and lean heavy. Oh, nice right uppercut. It just barely missed by Poe. But you can also use it to come in and then set up casting hooks up over the top.
Poe definitely, that left hook might have changed things, though, because he looked like he had his wits together and his legs were under him, but that was a bomb left hook that he got clobbered with.
And when you just look at the neck on Conley, right, he looks like a man who can take some punches.
Absolutely.
He's doing a good job staying behind those shoulders and elbows. There's that left hook up high, right hook to the body, too.
Shovel hook to the body there from Brandon Conley. And a huge
nice
jab.
And that parry and cross guard does a good job of taking away the jab of the taller man as well. Now he just pushes him on.
Conley has a beautiful stiff jab of his own, too.
And when he keeps that lead hand so low that it comes from that strange angle, kind of reminds you of Anderson Silva style, right? It's coming from a place you don't see it.
Beautiful hook to the body from Conley. And Poe at this point is just trying to keep him off of him. Poe's corner calling for him to do something. He's got to mount some kind of offense. Make Conley respect him.
It was a decent timed straight right hand, just not enough pop on it from Poe.
Huge uppercut just misses from Brandon Conley.
He returns back into that cross guard and gets low. See it again. He's doing a good job of mixing it up with those big bursts of offense. He's even mixing between styles, right, of using that cross guard. And then also,
my God.
nice
What a big right hand.
Everything he throws looks like it hurts.
And the thing about him, too, is he's not expending all of his energy.
Exactly, and you can even see that when he's walking him down.
I was going to say, he's just walking, yeah.
He times his explosions perfectly. He's fighting at a pace that he can sustain. This guy's a dangerous fighter. Massive right hand, but Poe keeps his feet somehow.
Holy hell.
Beautiful job by Billy Poe. And at the end of the round again, hands up, celebrating. He's having a good time in there. He might be down 2 rounds, though.
He might be trying to convince the judges he's not down 2 rounds.
I think that's exactly what he's doing. He's a veteran fighter. He's a professional MMA vet as well. He's been around the block. He knows you can fool a judge.
This is a beautiful performance by both of these guys, right? I mean,
it's a good fight.
You can see Conley as well with that seasoned, somebody who's that relaxed in those positions whenever he's catching punches on his elbows and shoulders, and even occasionally getting one through, but not getting overreacting to it at all, right? Staying nice, calm, slow, forward pressure. That's a man who's sparred a lot of rounds, been in a lot of competition.
Same with Billy Poe. Like a guy who can eat shots like that, maintain his composure,
exactly.
Stay calm, stay defensive.
Especially in the face of those body shots. I know that none of them probably landed super duper clean. He got a little bit of elbow on him, but still, everything hurts.
And the crowd is behind Billy Poe. People in the crowd yelling for him. And I saw him look and listen to him. You know, those are those weird moments in a fight where you can hear a certain person.
And that's that good right uppercut. He's got to use his left uppercut and his right uppercut more if he's going to try to intercept that cross guard. You got to slide up through the center. He's trying to do it there.
Billy Poe's got to win this fight with volume. That's the only way he's going to win.
Yeah, he's got to offer something up almost every time Brendan comes forward, or he's going to suffer more of what happened before.
And we're still only 2 rounds into a 4-round fight.
Absolutely.
Billy Poe could turn this around. He's just got to change things.
A nice game plan change.
And that was a good combination there.
Can turn the whole rhythm around.
It's just the power disadvantage he has in
Absolutely.
this fight. That's the problem.
I mean, you can just tell it when Brandon swings. There is bad intentions on.
So when you don't have power, you have to have volume.
At this point, Conley just has no respect for the power of Poe.
You got to think, Conley's taking the best shots Poe has to throw. He's already felt his power when he's not tired, and he doesn't respect it.
And that's the exact kind of ring generalship that you have to have if you're going to throw those hard shots. You have to be able to pick your spots and not throw them all the time. Ooh, there was one that was a fastball that missed. And he smiles and looks at his opponent.
Billy's doing a good job this round of using his jab and his straight to keep him at distance. If he can keep that up, it's going to slow down.
That liver shot hurt him, though. He hurt him with that left hook to the body. He's still got that elbow down.
And he's trying to cover up his body. He's trying to protect himself.
And that's bad if he's going to bring that left hook up a high, too.
I was going to say, that'd be the time Conley wants to come up high.
Yeah. Still keeping that elbow nice and low.
Conley's just marching him down now, just looking for that one big shot that's going to close the show, which he's come very close to it before.
He's got to be careful here, though, letting Billy do this, because even though it may not be hurting him, listen to this place.
Yeah.
They're coming alive.
Oh! Beautiful left hook on the break by Conley. He's got him hurt.
And how does Billy Poe keep his feet here? Nothing but
right hand as well.
And Brandon Conley is pouring it on. Props to Billy Poe for staying standing. But my God, what some shots.
And good job by Billy Poe tying him up there and then coming off swinging, landing a combination
Brandon
of his
Conley
own.
looks like he's tiring a little bit here.
Conley looks like he might have put a little bit in that burst after the after he hurt him to the body,
He
and
slowed
Poe starting to
way
come up.
down.
I wasn't sure if he was just trying to play a little bit of possum in this corner, but I believe he is actually slowing down.
And now
Poe's doing damage.
Landing some shots. And now here comes Brandon Conley with a big one.
I think Conley's sitting back and resting just a little bit now.
He's kind of got to, right?
Oh, man, his punches are coming slow.
Nice right hand, right uppercut from Poe.
Billy Poe
Listen
is
to
coming
this
alive.
place.
Keeping just constant volume in that on that cross guard.
The crowd knows that the dynamics changed in this fight. This has just became interesting.
And it's interesting to see. It doesn't look like Conley's breathing that hard. I think he might be comfortably feeling that he's already up 2 rounds and he just put some more.
I think he might have coasted there a little bit.
Exactly.
I thought he didn't throw anything. He was sitting back, just taking the shots. We've already talked about he doesn't respect Billy Poe's power.
Yep. And I think he feels like he's up 2-0 and he had already hurt him to the body a little bit. But I do think that he gave away that round playing defensively at the end, even though he had done some damage early. Oh yeah, now that I get a look at that, that is definitely a sack ant that he's got on his back. Beautiful tie tattoo. Almost got one of those myself.
Billy Poe is hanging in a fight that I think most men would have folded.
Oh my goodness, especially after some of those overhand rights. And that left hook that he hit him with on the break over here right in front of us, Elijah. But look at the composure of Billy Poe. He's still there, hands up above his head, taking deep athletic breaths in. This is a beautiful professional fight.
Yeah, one of the better matched ones, I think, tonight.
Fight of the night so far. I think as far as our professional bouts go, and then you have Eric Kuhn and Mitchell Vaughn in another beautiful fight. We've had some barn burners tonight. Poe is ahead of him now, but let's see what Conley does. He's walking him down again.
It looks like Conley might have even got him to the solar plexus a little bit with that left hook there.
Poe's fans just said he's got a liver too. They're wanting him to dig to the body. Which
nice
might
body
be
head.
an intelligent move because Conley has slowed down.
And now we're seeing more of what I expected this to be early, which is a battle of volume versus power.
Big right hand from Billy Poe. Backs Conley up.
Conley
nice.
lands a nice right hand over the top. That's the thing about that cross guard. Your head is low, the hands are low, and you don't see things coming around the shoulders.
Big
nice
right hand from
Nice
Billy
right.
Poe. Sneaks through the guard. Billy Poe's far from out of this fight.
Absolutely.
No, and that's beautiful professional composure.
Big
nice
right hand. Billy Poe's winning this round, ladies and gentlemen.
He is. It'll be interesting to see if Conley's kind of laying back and seeing if he's going to turn it on and try to win the last couple
I
seconds.
truly think that Conley's gassing. Oh man, that was
That's
a
a nice
bomb.
right hand.
But Billy Poe
another one.
Billy Poe just stands there and looks at him.
He does, and I think maybe the power is starting to fade a little bit out of Conley.
I think he's definitely gassing a bit.
I'll be honest, his composure is such that I can't really tell if he's tired or if he's just kind of playing defensively.
That shows his veteran experience. When you can hide when you're tired. When you don't wear it.
Exactly, that's one of the most difficult things to do in fighting. Oh, and there's that right uppercut. Oh, and the left hook to the body again. Starting to use his footwork to trap him in corners.
I think that Conley's head movement and his guard is not as slick either. It's because he's slowing down.
I agree.
He's just marching forward now trying to land bombs.
Well,
it doesn't look as slick. It's not as methodical.
And that's one thing I can say from experience playing a lot of that cross guard. You're also eating all those punches on your triceps and your delts. But he hurts him again. Oh, and there's another left hook that finds the mark. Oh, he eats a left hook counter, though.
Billy Poe is an excellent defensive boxer here. You have to give it up to him. And he's
They
got
exchange blows
My
there.
God.
got a crazy chin, too.
Yes, he does. He's eating
So
crazy
now we see 10
shots
seconds.
from
This
Brandon
fight is
Conley.
up for grabs, folks.
Look at him
10
go
seconds
here at
left.
the end. Look at him go.
They are throwing bombs.
Big right hand by Poe. Oh, beautiful
Man,
fight.
oh man.
Guys, we might be seeing a 2-2 draw here.
I could see it.
Was so
I
close.
could see it.
What a fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I don't know how it's
Beautiful
going to be
fight.
scored. It's one of those, I really don't know how it's going to turn out. And those are the best fights.
What a spectacular fight.
I say let's take a page out of BKFC's book and go to a 5th round. Let's do it.
It'd be nice.
Old school, shout one more round.
Yes,
maybe we'll get
sir.
the commission, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go talk to the winner. And for once, I really don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah, man. I believe how the judges interpreted those first 2 rounds are what's really going to come in.
That's going to be the difference.
Personally, my take watching it live, and obviously I'm here commentating, not scoring, but it felt like I thought Conley won the first 2 rounds, and I thought that Poe was able to take the last 2. But even whenever he was starting to fade, Conley was still able to do damage and keep him off of him.
Yeah,
right? That fourth round was very close.
Yeah, he was landing some good shots still, even though he was tired. But
beautiful display of technique by both guys.
Oh,
too.
yeah, absolutely. And an interesting contrast in styles, too, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't see a lot of that cross guard in the modern era, especially it's hard to make it work as a shorter guy, right? You see it a lot of like George Foreman leaning on people, playing that cross guard.
And he played it well. He uses it very well for his size.
Especially with that bending at the waist, like I said, a little bit Dwight Muhammad Kawi style, was able to set up those overhand rights and Lynn left hooks up over the top. We saw that beautiful liver shot. And that's the thing, when you're a shorter, stockier fighter like that, it's actually much harder for your opponent to try to find your body.
Yeah.
Because he's got to go down and the elbows are in the way, especially when you've got as much muscle as that guy. I mean, he's wearing a suit of armor of muscle.
Yeah, he is a very large man.
Judges are taking a second to render their decision here. This will be an interesting one.
Yeah, I think so too.
Matt Jones brings him to the center.
A great battle that they had in the ring. Our judges have come to a decision. A split decision. Judge number 1 judges the bout 38-38. Judge number 2 judges the bout 38-38.
Split draw.
Judge number 3 judges the bout 39-37 for your winner out of the blue corner.
Nobody won today. You can't have a...
I was going to say, that sounds like a split draw to me, unless you misread the cards. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there.
Look, Elijah's asking him.
Elijah's trying to figure it out.
As a draw.
I believe that's a split draw.
Let me talk to him.
I believe Elijah's going to bring them both in. And
I think so too. We've even got Matt Jones talking to the commissioners as well, trying to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah,
that should be, I agree, that should be a split draw, 38-38,
yeah.
And then 38-38. That's, I mean, 2 judges scoring a draw, that's a draw.
I figured there'd be some unknowns there, though, when he read the 2 split draw cards first.
Yeah. Hell of a fight. I'd like to see that one again.
Yeah, and
especially out of a draw.
Especially like a draw is a good ending to that fight. I didn't feel like there was a definitive winner to either one of those.
Okay, hold on. Let's change that.
Yeah, there we go.
The judges' scores were right, but we call that a majority draw. That's not a split. So this is a majority draw for these 2 boxers.
Absolutely.
And what a beautiful job by Poe, especially. I mean,
so what happens when you have a good
taking
fight?
some heavy shots in those first 2 rounds.
I'm going to talk about these gentlemen.
Staying alive.
Because that was one of the most amazing fights we've seen here at New Line. First, I'll talk to Brandon Conley. Brandon, my God, that was an incredible performance. You are an an absolute powerhouse. You use that cross guard style that we saw George Foreman. You don't see that much anymore, and it was so effective in those first 2 rounds especially. Were you surprised to see that Billy stayed on his feet? Because you landed some bombs.
I've never hit somebody that hard that many times and they stayed on their feet like that. He is incredibly durable. I can see why he's never been finished. Nothing but respect for this man, 100%. I'm happier with a draw than a win. That's all good. I feel like you did too.
I'm going to pass it along to Billy Poe here. That was such a hard-fought fight. Those first 2 rounds, you ate some absolute bombs. Then you started coming back in the second 2 rounds. The third and fourth, I think, went to you. That's what changed the dynamic of the fight. You started slowing down a little bit more because you hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. So talk me through it. How did you survive?
Well, I came out for the first round, and my plan was just to use my jab and kind of stay away. But then he started talking to me and got me into fighting. And I was like, man, I want to fight with this guy. So I kind of stood in the pocket for a little bit and fought with him and took a couple of shots. And it took me till about the second round to realize that I was fighting his fight, and it was a bad idea, a horrible idea, because he hits hard. And so I started moving around a little bit more and using my jab and trying to use my range. And that kind of is what kept me in it. And I was just glad that he was gassing out a little bit and I could try to keep up. Because I was really trying to win that fight, man. I wanted to win bad. I wanted to stay undefeated so I could get Jake Paul.
So the last thing I'm going to ask both you guys, it's rare that you see a war like this, and especially it ending in a draw. I just want to ask, how does it feel to get in a dog fight like that?
I feel incredible, man. This is my first fight since, only in 10 years. I fought for Street Beefs back in October, and it gave me the confidence and motivation to get this, and I drew this mother effort. I was like, damn. So, yeah, he took me to the next level, 100%.
So how do you feel? Do you gain a certain type of respect for a guy after a fight like that?
Man, I know what this guy does. He was a Guinness World Record holder. So you know this guy's a dog. You know he's got drive. So I knew coming out here with him, it was going to be a dog fight because he's a little bit shorter than me. I knew I would have a little bit of advantage, but I knew he was going to come at me with everything he had and try to knock me out. I knew it was going to happen. I was just trying to nullify it, and I did an okay job, but I still got caught a couple times, which ain't good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give it up for 2 absolute warriors in one of the most incredible fights that we've ever seen. Thank you, gentlemen.
Nothing but respect for both of those 2 guys. And as a fight fan, I'm personally